The Golden Boy, the award that every young footballer wants to have in their collection. It is basically the Ballon d'Or for youngsters and awarded annually to the best under-21 player in the world. And, well, history has seen players go on to become all-time greats. But there have also been a few miserable failures to live up to the hype. So today we're going to look at each of the Golden Boy winners of the last decade. So going back to 2014, we have Raheem Sterling, who back then became only the second British player to win the award after Wayne Rooney in 2004. Sterling, who was playing for Liverpool at the time, was not only the best youngster in the world but also one of the best wingers in the Premier League. He made a huge contribution to his team, making 15 goal involvements and almost clinching the English title. After winning the Golden Boy award, he played one more season at Anfield before making a sensational move to Man City, where he broke the record for the most expensive English player in history, £49 million. Over the next 7 years, he cemented his name in the history books, becoming one of the most lethal attackers in the Prem. Despite his huge contribution to each of the 4 titles he won at the Etihad, he was often seen as an underachiever and even remembered for his bad plays, like the miss against Olympique Lyon in the Champions League. Then in 2022 he joined Chelsea, but his transfer turned out to be a complete disaster, as he's currently being overlooked by new manager Enzo Maresca and is reportedly even being forced to look for a move away from Stamford Bridge. And do you know who else is being forced to look for a new club? Yes, 2015 Golden Boy Anthony Martial was a player with an insanely high potential, even having a Ballon d'Or clause in his Man United contract. However, everything fell apart in his career after he simply failed to make the most of the chances given to him by the board and coaches. After a fantastic early career at Monaco in a team full of stars such as James Rodriguez, Dimitar Berbatov and Radamel Falcao, he was approached by Man United and signed a €60 million deal with the Red Devils. He capped his dazzling form with a superb solo goal against Liverpool on his debut and finished an impressive season with 25 goal contributions. However, it was clear from the outset that he was struggling to find a consistent form. In all, he had 4 truly impressive seasons at Old Trafford, with the FA Cup and Europa League being the most significant trophies in his career. Now, he's reportedly looking for a new club, but there are no indications that he'll do so before the end of the transfer window. Going straight to the 2016 winner, we have an even bigger disappointment in Renato Sanches. Yes, the Portuguese midfielder was the next big thing, especially after his heroics at Euro 2016. But reality quickly showed where Renato's career was heading. His stellar performances for Portugal and Benfica earned him a €30 million move to Bayern Munich. But competition in a midfield packed with the likes of Joshua Kimmich and Thiago Alcantara prevented him from reaching his full potential. A loan spell at Swansea City in 2017 also proved unsuccessful, as injuries and inconsistency plagued him. A breath of fresh air for Renato came in 2019 when he signed for Lille. He proved to the world that he could once again play at the top of his game, helping the team win the League One title in 2021. A year later, a move to PSG, where he once again fell into oblivion, making just 23 league appearances in the 2022-23 season. He's just moved from a loan spell at Roma and is now on loan at Benfica while trying to find the right rhythm again. The following year, 2017, proved to be revolutionary for the Golden Boy winners. Yes, Kylian Mbappe, once a 19-year-old boy and now a grown man in his prime, truly became the first breath of fresh air for the award after a number of failures. We all know Mbappe's journey since winning the prestigious accolade. He was an intriguing prospect at Monaco at the time, but his career really took off after that €180 million move to PSG. He instantly became a global superstar, partnering with the likes of Neymar and Edison Cavani, and later with Messi and Di Maria in PSG's attack. He won several League One titles and French Cup trophies, but the highlight competition of his career has undoubtedly been the World Cup, where he has reached 2 finals, winning the first and scoring a hat-trick in the second. However, when it comes to fulfilling his greatest dream, 2024 will surely remain in his memory, the year he finally donned the Real Madrid jersey. Yes, Mbappe has certainly lived up to his Golden Boy expectations, but can we say the same about the next player on the list? 2018 winner Matthijs de Ligt. The Dutch international was exceptional in his youth days at Ajax, playing in a European final and semi-final in the span of 3 years. In 2017, he qualified for the Europa League final, losing narrowly to Man United, and 2 years later, he led his side on a sensational run through the Champions League knockouts, beating Real Madrid and Juventus for a historic semi-final. Since that memorable 2018-19 season, however, De Ligt has never been able to match his Ajax heights. In 2019, he made a move to Juventus where he was seen as the future of their defence. Yes, he was solid, but his fans feel his venture with Juve could have lasted a lot longer, because in 2022 he made a surprise move to Bayern Munich, but once again he didn't live up to the hype. Now, at the age of 25, De Ligt has finalised another high-profile switch by accepting an offer from Man United. Only time will tell if he can make it to the next step up at Old Trafford, but one thing is for sure, the Dutchman still has a lot to show. Probably many of you don't want to hear about the next player on the list, especially if you're a Chelsea, Atletico Madrid or Barcelona fan, but the winner of the 2019 Golden Boy is Joao Felix. He made history by becoming one of the top 10 most expensive players ever, as Atletico paid a staggering 126 million euros for him after he came under the spotlight with his extraordinary talent at Benfica. He showed flashes of his old self at the Metropolitano, but couldn't quite fit into Diego Simeone's system, leading to periods of inconsistency. Despite this, he played a key role in the 2021 La Liga title-winning campaign, which remains the peak of his career so far. After more disappointing performances, he joined Chelsea on loan in January 2023, where he scored just 4 goals in half a season. Then, in the summer, he literally had to wait until the final hours of the transfer window to complete another loan move, this time to Barcelona, where the story was the same. Now, 12 months later, he is back at Chelsea, this time on a permanent deal. But when it comes to Erling Haaland, the story is always the same. Goals, goals, and more goals. The Norwegian won the Golden Boy in 2020, and unlike many of the players we have mentioned, his career has always been going up, and the stats speak for themselves. During his time at Borussia Dortmund, the club he won the Golden Boy with, Haaland scored 86 goals in 89 appearances, before making a stellar move to Man City in 2022. It was a similar story at the Etihad, 52 goals in his debut season, when he also won the treble with the Citizens. His 2023-24 campaign was no less impressive, as he continued his prolific goal-scoring form despite struggling with injury, netting 27 times in 31 league appearances to clinch another English title. And then 2021, the start of a whole new era for the Golden Boy, an era defined as the Spanish reign in the history of the award. And the first name on that list is Pedri. Hailed as one of the most exciting young midfielders in the game, Pedri has already become an undisputed key player for Barcelona. Although it sounds unbelievable, Pedri is currently in his 5th season with the Catalans, a clear sign that he has seen a lot in the game for his young age. He signed for the club at the age of 17 and quickly found his place in the team, winning a number of prestigious individual and collective awards. Euro's Young Player of the Tournament, La Liga title, European Championship trophy, and an Olympic silver medal are the highlights of his career to date. Pedri's greatest pain, however, has been the injuries he has suffered, most of which occurred after his first season as a professional, when he made over 70 appearances in all competitions for Barca and the Spanish national team. But when we talk about Pedri, we can't help but mention his partner in crime, Gavi. After winning the Golden Boy in 2022, his career has skyrocketed, cementing his reputation as one of the game's brightest young superstars. At just 18, Gavi was already a starter for Barcelona and the Spanish national team, admired for his tenacity, versatility, and exceptional technical ability. His fearless approach and maturity on the pitch have made him a key element of Barcelona's midfield. He set all sorts of records in his debut season in the league, only for them to be broken by a new, exciting La Masia youngster, who we'll be talking about shortly. In November 2023, however, Gavi suffered the biggest nightmare of his career, tearing his ACL at the age of just 19. He is currently recovering and hopes to return soon under new manager Hansi Flick. And then there is the last Golden Boy winner we know of, although the 2024 winner is already clear long before the official ceremony. However, let's focus on 2023's Golden Boy, Jude Bellingham. Yes, last year was the 3rd year in a row that a La Liga player has won the award, and he definitely deserved it. Bellingham was arguably Borussia Dortmund's most pivotal player for years. Yes, we're even putting him ahead of Haaland here, because Jude's impact in the 2022-2023 season was unparalleled, contributing with 12 goal involvements in the Bundesliga as they missed out on the title in the final round. Then Real Madrid pulled out the big guns and paid over 100 million euros for him, and oh my, that high price tag has paid off in just his first season at the club. He finished his most prolific campaign with 23 goals and 13 assists as they won La Liga and the Champions League. Absolute madness. And now a few words about this year's award. Do you think anyone can challenge Lamine Yamal for the award, or will the Golden Boy go to Barcelona again? Let us know in the comments section. And don't forget to like if you enjoyed it, and be sure to hit the subscribe and bell notification for more similar content. Stay tuned and see you next time.